Sleep Story 12. Inspired by the first conspiracy, a gripping historical account of a secret plot that could have changed the course of the American Revolution. Welcome back to Sleep Books, where we turn history, self-development, business, and spiritual books into immersive, soothing bedtime stories. Tonight, we delve into the first conspiracy, a gripping historical account of a secret plot that could have changed the course of the American Revolution. Before we begin, take a slow, deep breath in and gently exhale. Set your volume low, allowing the soft words to drift into your subconscious, where they will settle like warm, reassuring memories. As you relax into the stillness of the night, let your mind journey back to the year 1776, a time of revolution, espionage, and intrigue, as we uncover a plot that nearly took the life of George Washington. Introduction. It is the summer of 1776. The American colonies are on the brink of war with Britain, the most powerful empire in the world. Tensions are high, and the dream of independence is fragile, hanging by a thread. At the center of this brewing storm stands General George Washington, the man chosen to lead the Continental Army. He is the figurehead of the revolutionary cause, a symbol of hope for the people who seek to cast off British rule. But what he does not know is that a treacherous plan is already in motion, a plot to kidnap and possibly assassinate him before the revolution can even begin. Tonight, as you drift into a restful sleep, let the story unfold around you. The flickering candlelight in war councils, the whispered conversations of spies in the alleyways of New York, and the unseen dangers lurking within Washington's own ranks. Chapter 1. The Road to Revolution. The year is 1775, and the Second Continental Congress has convened in Philadelphia. The air is thick with the scent of ink and parchment as men in powdered wigs and colonial garb debate the future of the American colonies. War with Britain seems inevitable, but the colonies are not yet united in their cause. The grievances against King George III have been building for years. Taxation without representation, oppressive trade restrictions, and the heavy hand of British rule weighing down on the colonies. The people have had enough, and in towns and villages across America, the fires of rebellion are beginning to burn. Then on April 19th, 1775, the British Army marches into Lexington and Concord, hoping to quash the growing unrest. Instead, they ignite a full-scale rebellion. Colonists take up arms, and blood is spilled on American soil. The Revolutionary War has begun. Amid the chaos, the Congress faces a daunting question: who will lead this fledgling army against the might of the British Empire? A man steps forward, tall, dignified, and imposing: George Washington. As you listen, picture the dimly lit halls of Congress, the weight of history pressing down on these men as they take their first steps toward independence. Hear the murmur of voices debating the merits of war, the scratch of quills on parchment, and the unshakable determination in Washington's measured gaze. Chapter 2. Washington takes command. George Washington is not a man of many words, but when he speaks, people listen. A seasoned veteran of the French and Indian War, he knows the hardships of battle. He is not the most educated man in the room, but he carries himself with a quiet authority that commands respect. As he dons his military uniform, blue with gold trim, a sign of his readiness to serve, his fellow delegates know they have found their leader. On June 15, 1775, Washington is officially appointed as General of the Continental Army. But leading an army is no easy task. The Continental soldiers are not trained professionals like the British Redcoats. They are farmers, blacksmiths, and merchants, many of whom have never held a musket before. Washington must instill discipline, build morale, and mold this ragtag group into a fighting force capable of standing against the most powerful military in the world. He knows that battle will test their endurance, their loyalty, and their very spirit. He walks among them, speaking words of encouragement, training them under the sweltering summer sun. As you drift deeper into relaxation, imagine Washington standing before his troops, his steely gaze scanning the faces of the men who will fight for the cause of liberty. Picture the rhythmic sound of muskets being shouldered, the creak of leather boots, and the growing confidence in Washington's voice as he prepares his army for the war to come. Chapter 3: A Governor's Loyalty to the Crown. Not everyone in the colonies supports the revolution. William Tryon, the royal governor of New York, is one such man. A staunch loyalist, Tryon sees Washington and the rebels as dangerous upstarts. He is determined to crush the rebellion before it can gain momentum. From his command post in New York, Tryon watches as Washington's influence grows. He sees the parades of Continental soldiers marching through the streets, the crowds cheering their new leader. He knows he must act soon if he is to stop Washington from solidifying his power. A plan begins to take shape, a secret plot to eliminate the general and strike a decisive blow against the revolution. As you listen, imagine the darkened rooms where these conspiracies are whispered, the ink drying on secret messages, and the ominous sense of danger creeping ever closer. Feel the weight of secrecy pressing down on the conspirators as they plot their treachery. Chapter 4: The Secret Plot. Governor Tryon is not alone in his ambitions. He gathers a network of spies, informants, and even soldiers within Washington's own ranks. His most trusted agent is Gilbert Forbes, a gunsmith who uses his connections to recruit members of Washington's elite guard, the very men tasked with protecting him. Slowly, the conspiracy spreads, infecting Washington's forces like a disease. The plan is simple yet audacious. When the British launch their attack on New York, these traitors will turn their weapons on Washington and deliver him into the hands of the enemy. But as the conspirators weave their web of betrayal, they fail to account for one thing: loose lips. One of the conspirators lets slip the details of the plot to a fellow prisoner in a New York jail. Within hours, the news reaches the provincial Congress. The trap is set, and Washington's enemies are about to face their reckoning. As you settle deeper into sleep, picture the silent arrests, the flickering torchlight in the night, and the slow unraveling of the conspiracy. Conclusion: the road to independence. The plot against George Washington failed, but the war for independence had only just begun. In the years that followed, Washington would lead his army through hardship, defeat, and ultimate victory. As you sleep, let the echoes of history fade into dreams of courage, resilience, and the unwavering spirit of a people who fought for their freedom. May your dreams be filled with the quiet strength of history's great figures. Good night and sweet dreams. Sleep Story 12, inspired by Lisa Kaltneger's Alien Earths. Welcome back to Sleep Books, where we transform the mysteries of science, history, and human exploration into soothing bedtime stories designed to ease you into a deep and restful sleep. Tonight, We journey beyond Earth, beyond our solar system, beyond the limits of what we once thought possible, to explore the vast and wondrous universe of exoplanets. Inspired by Lisa Kaltenegger's Alien Earths, we embark on a cosmic voyage to discover new worlds and seek the answer to an age-old question: are we alone in the universe? Before we begin, take a deep, slow breath in. Feel the cool air fill your lungs, expanding your chest. And now, exhale gently, releasing the tensions of the day. Lower your volume, let your mind drift, and allow this story to flow into your subconscious, where dreams of distant worlds and cosmic wonders await. Now, let's begin. Introduction: a cosmic journey. Picture yourself standing beneath a clear night sky. The stars stretch out in an infinite tapestry of light, each one a sun like our own, some with planets orbiting in their gravitational embrace. For millennia, humans have gazed upward, wondering if among these countless stars, other Earth-like worlds exist, planets where oceans shimmer, where alien trees sway in an unseen breeze, where life has taken root in forms beyond our imagination. With modern science, this ancient question is no longer a matter of mere speculation. Using powerful telescopes and advanced detection techniques, astronomers have discovered thousands of exoplanets, worlds beyond our solar system, each with its own secrets waiting to be uncovered. Some are barren and lifeless, others are gas giants swirling with storms. But a select few reside in the habitable zone, where conditions might just be right for life. As you settle deeper into sleep, let your mind travel across the cosmos, floating through the great celestial expanse, drifting toward the worlds that lie beyond our own. Chapter 1: Finding New Earths. Our journey begins with the James Webb Space Telescope, humanity's most powerful eye in the sky. Suspended in the cold silence of space, it peers into the depths of the universe, capturing the light from distant stars and revealing the worlds that orbit them. This telescope, with its delicate golden mirrors, is our gateway to the unknown. Among the many planets it has observed, some stand out as possible Earth-like candidates. Scientists scan the atmospheres of these distant worlds, searching for chemical fingerprints of life: oxygen, methane, water vapor. The data comes to us as faint signals, whispers from across the galaxy, hinting at possibilities yet to be confirmed. As you drift into relaxation, imagine yourself as a traveler among the stars, weightless and free, passing by these distant planets. Each one is unique, a different shade of possibility in the grand mosaic of the cosmos. Chapter 2: The Essentials for Life. What makes a world habitable? Scientists believe that certain conditions must be met. A planet must orbit within the Goldilocks zone, not too close to its star, where it would be scorched, and not too far, where it would freeze. It must have an atmosphere thick enough to protect against cosmic radiation and retain warmth. It must have liquid water, the essential ingredient for life as we know it. On Earth, life has flourished in countless forms, from the deep ocean trenches where sunlight never reaches to the frozen tundras of the Arctic. If life can adapt to such extremes here, could it not do the same on other worlds? Let your mind settle into the rhythm of the cosmos, feeling the gentle pull of gravity as you drift through the expanse, searching for a world that mirrors our own. Chapter 3: The Building Blocks of Existence. Life, in all its infinite diversity, arises from the simplest of building blocks: carbon, hydrogen, oxygen. These elements come together in complex ways, forming the molecules that drive the machinery of life. On distant planets, the same principles may apply. Or perhaps life has found an entirely different path, shaped by alien chemistry and unknown forces. Astronomers wonder, could there be silicon-based life in the crushing pressures of super-Earths? Could ammonia or methane serve as solvents for biochemistry on frozen moons? The possibilities are endless, each more fantastical than the last, each a tantalizing mystery waiting to be unraveled. As you sink deeper into sleep, imagine the dance of atoms, the swirling clouds of interstellar dust, the quiet formation of life in the hidden corners of the universe. Chapter 4: Exploring the Cosmic Landscape. Some exoplanets present strange and wondrous landscapes unlike anything on Earth. Picture a planet locked in eternal twilight, one side bathed in constant daylight while the other remains in endless night. On such a world, life would evolve in ways we can scarcely comprehend, adapting to the extremes of both fire and ice. Or consider an ocean world, its surface covered entirely by water, with creatures floating in the depths, never knowing the sight of land. And then there are rogue planets, worlds that have broken free from their parent stars, drifting alone through the darkness, warmed only by the heat from their own core. These worlds are real. We have found them. And as you listen, let your imagination take you there, gliding through an alien sky, feeling the pull of an unfamiliar gravity, stepping onto the shores of a world that no human has ever seen. Chapter 5: The Search for Intelligent Life. Beyond simple life, the question lingers, are we alone? If advanced civilizations exist, where are they? The Fermi paradox reminds us that the universe is old, vast, and filled with opportunities for intelligent life to arise. Yet we have heard no signals, found no traces, encountered no visitors. Perhaps intelligent life is exceedingly rare. Perhaps civilizations rise and fall before they can reach the stars. Or perhaps they're out there, watching, waiting, listening just as we are. Even now, radio telescopes scan the sky, hoping to catch the faintest whisper from a distant intelligence. The Voyager probes, drifting endlessly through space, carry with them golden records, a message from humanity, a greeting to the cosmos, a hope that one day someone will find them. As you drift into the depths of sleep, let yourself wonder. Let yourself dream of voices carried on the cosmic winds, of civilizations beyond imagination, of a universe alive with possibility. Conclusion: the endless journey. The search for alien Earths is a journey without end, a quest that stretches across time and space. With each discovery, we come closer to answering the most profound questions of existence. But for now, the night is calm, the stars are steady, and your mind is free to wander among them. Sleep well, traveler of the cosmos. Dream of distant worlds, of shimmering nebulae, of a universe vast beyond measure, yet intimately connected to us all. The answers may come one day, but tonight, rest in the quiet wonder of the infinite. Good night and sweet dreams. Sleep Story 10: inspired by the Nazi Conspiracy by Brad Meltzer and Josh Mensch. Welcome back to Sleep Books, the channel where we turn wisdom into soothing, comforting bedtime stories. We take self-development, business, history, and spiritual books and transform them into relaxing narratives that guide you into restful sleep. Tonight, we will explore the Nazi Conspiracy, a thrilling historical account of a secret plot that could have changed the course of World War II forever. Before we begin, take a slow, deep breath in and gently exhale. Set your volume low, allowing the soft words to drift into your subconscious, where they will settle like warm, reassuring memories. As you relax into the stillness of the night, let your mind open to the hidden history of a world at war, the secret machinations behind the most powerful leaders, and the near miss that could have altered history itself. Introduction. It is the winter of 1943. The world is engulfed in the deadliest conflict it has ever seen. Adolf Hitler's forces stretch across Europe, and the war's outcome is anything but certain. But behind the scenes, a secret meeting is being planned, a conference where 3 of the most powerful men in the world will gather in a single location to strategize the defeat of Nazi Germany. Franklin D. Roosevelt, Winston Churchill, and Joseph Stalin are about to meet in Tehran, Iran. This meeting is crucial. Together, they will lay the groundwork for the final push against the Axis powers. But little do they know, a deadly plan is already in motion. A secret Nazi conspiracy is underway, aiming to strike at the heart of the Allied leadership and turn the tides of war in Hitler's favor. As you listen, let the story unfold around you, like whispers of history carried by the night breeze. Imagine the weight of the decisions made in candlelit war rooms, the tension in every message sent across secret intelligence channels, and the invisible hands of espionage working behind the scenes. Chapter 1. The Road to Tehran. The war has reached a turning point. Stalin has been pleading with his Western allies to open a second front in Europe. The battles on the Eastern Front have drained Soviet resources, and he needs Roosevelt and Churchill to commit to an invasion that will relieve pressure on Russian forces. The Western leaders agree to meet, but there is a problem. Where can they safely gather without drawing attention? They decide on Tehran, a city under Allied control but teeming with spies, informants, and secret political tensions. Roosevelt, though in poor health, is determined to attend. Churchill, ever the strategist, sees this as an opportunity to cement the Allied bond. Stalin, wary and suspicious of the West, is willing to meet, but only on his terms. As you drift deeper into relaxation, imagine the shadowed corridors of power, the flickering lights of clandestine meetings, and the delicate chess game of diplomacy playing out across continents. Chapter 2. The Nazi Spy Network in Iran. Long before the Big Three arrive in Tehran, the Nazis have laid the groundwork for something sinister. German spies have infiltrated Iran, operating in hidden cells, gathering intelligence, and waiting for their moment to strike. One of the most dangerous men in this operation is Franz Mayer, a seasoned Nazi spy who has spent years embedding himself into Tehran's underworld. Mayer and his network are well aware that the Allies will be meeting soon, and they send word back to Berlin. This is an opportunity too great to ignore. Hitler, always eager for dramatic victories, sees this as a way to cripple the Allied leadership in one bold move. He orders an elite assassination squad to be sent into Tehran. Their mission: eliminate Roosevelt, Churchill, and Stalin in one coordinated attack. As you drift into a restful state, imagine the quiet tension in the air, the coded messages exchanged under cover of night, and the unseen forces moving beneath the surface of history. Chapter 3: The Secret Plot Unfolds. By the time Roosevelt arrives in Tehran, Allied intelligence has picked up whispers of an impending attack. Soviet spies, ever watchful, intercept messages that confirm the presence of German operatives in the city. Stalin's secret police work swiftly, tracking down leads and tightening security. The danger is real. Roosevelt's movements are altered at the last minute, with decoy routes and security sweeps ensuring that no one knows exactly where he will be. Churchill, ever the cautious leader, is heavily guarded. Stalin, who trusts no one, is surrounded by his own fiercely loyal agents. But the Nazi team is still at large. They are waiting for their chance, lurking in the alleys and hidden rooms of Tehran, waiting for the perfect moment to strike. Let your mind settle into the quiet intensity of this moment. Picture the dimly lit streets, the hurried steps of agents moving under cover of darkness, and the knowledge that one wrong move could. Chapter 4: The Final Hours. As the conference proceeds, tensions rise. Stalin and Churchill clash over war strategy. Roosevelt, ever the diplomat, seeks to mediate and find common ground. But all the while, the security teams are on high alert. Then, on the second night of the conference, Soviet intelligence makes a breakthrough. They locate the last of the Nazi agents hiding in a safe house, preparing for the final phase of their mission. In a swift and deadly raid, they eliminate the threat. The next morning, the big three meet once more. Unaware of how close they came to disaster, they finalize plans for what will become the D-Day invasion, an operation that will ultimately lead to the defeat of Nazi Germany. Imagine the deep sighs of relief, the quiet triumph in knowing that history has been preserved, and the quiet return to calm as the storm of war continues elsewhere. Conclusion: history's hidden shadows. The Nazi plot to assassinate Roosevelt, Churchill, and Stalin was a bold, dangerous plan that, had it succeeded, might have changed the course of the war. But through a combination of intelligence, swift action, and a bit of luck, history unfolded as it was meant to. As you sink into a deep, restful sleep, let this story drift through your dreams. Imagine the unseen hands of fate guiding the course of history, the silent figures working in the background to ensure the future remains intact. The world has always been shaped by decisions made in secret, by battles fought in the shadows, and by the courage of those who stand against the darkness. Sleep well, knowing that history, no matter how close it came to the edge, found its way forward. Good night and sweet dreams. Just enough for the words to gently reach you, like a whisper on the breeze. The quieter the sound, the more effortlessly you'll drift into sleep. Close your eyes. Let your body sink into your bed, releasing any tension, any tightness. Feel your shoulders drop, your jaw relax, your hands grow soft. There is nothing to do, nothing to think about, nothing to hold on to. The world is calm, and so are you. Now, take another deep breath in, and as you exhale, imagine releasing any remaining tension. Each breath carries you further into peace, deeper into stillness. Picture gentle waves lapping at the shore, their rhythm steady and soothing, like your own breath. In and out, in and out. The ocean moves effortlessly, and so do you, flowing into a state of complete relaxation. Let your mind drift like a feather floating on a soft breeze. You are weightless, carried by the night, embraced by tranquility. Imagine a golden sunset stretching across the horizon, the sky painted in soft shades of orange, pink, and violet. The sun slowly descends, casting a warm glow over rolling hills, over a calm sea, over you. With every passing moment, the light dims and night gently settles in. Listen to the silence, the stillness, the quiet hum of sleep approaching. If your mind wanders, let it, like leaves floating down a slow-moving stream. No need to chase thoughts, no need to hold on. Just let them drift away, carried by the water, dissolving into the distance. Now, feel a cool mist of gentle rain brushing against your skin. The sound is soft, rhythmic, like a lullaby from nature. Tiny droplets land on the leaves above you, creating a soothing patter, a song of serenity, of rest. You are warm, tucked beneath a cozy blanket, listening to the rain fall outside. It washes away all tension, all effort. The night is peaceful, and so are you. As the moments pass, your breath deepens, your muscles loosen, and your thoughts grow lighter. There is no rush, no pressure. Sleep is coming, as natural and effortless as the setting sun, as the rising moon, as the waves rolling to shore. Imagine standing beneath a night sky, looking up at endless stars. They twinkle softly, silently, their light traveling across time and space just to reach you. The universe is vast, eternal, and yet right now, you are exactly where you need to be. Completely still, completely safe, completely free. Let the night wrap around you like a warm embrace. Feel the softness of your pillow, the weight of the blankets cocooning you in comfort. The world is asleep, and soon you'll be too. The next sleep story will begin shortly. The words will flow effortlessly into your subconscious, gently settling into your mind like a soft whisper in the night. There is no need to listen intently. Just relax, breathe, and Sleep Story 9. Inspired by 30 Lessons for Loving by Carl Pillemer. Welcome back to Sleep Books, the channel where we turn wisdom into soothing, comforting bedtime stories. We take self-development, business, history, and spiritual books and transform them into relaxing narratives that guide you into restful sleep. Tonight, we will explore 30 Lessons for Loving by Carl Pillemer, a guide filled with timeless advice from the wisest among us on how to build and sustain a loving, lasting relationship. Before we begin, take a slow, deep breath in and gently exhale. Set your volume low, allowing the soft words to drift into your subconscious, where they will settle like warm, reassuring memories. As you relax into the stillness of the night, let your mind open to the wisdom of those who have loved deeply and lived fully. Their lessons will wrap around you, bringing peace, insight, and most importantly, rest. Introduction. Love is one of life's greatest mysteries, a journey filled with joy, challenge, and discovery. As modern relationships face increasing distractions, the question remains, how do we find and nurture love that lasts a lifetime? Carl Pillimer sought answers from over 700 elderly Americans, people who had spent decades with their partners and understood what it took to build something enduring. Their lessons, gathered over the course of lifetimes, offer guidance not just for finding love, but for keeping it strong, resilient, and fulfilling. As you listen, allow these gentle words to guide you into rest, bringing warmth and reassurance, like the comfort of a loved one's embrace. Now, let's begin our journey into the heart of love. Chapter 1. Wisdom from the Past. Imagine sitting on a quiet porch as the sun sets, listening to the voices of those who have lived long and loved well. They have seen the seasons change, endured hardships, and celebrated the joys of a shared life. Their wisdom is not just theoretical, it has been tested, shaped by real experiences, and refined over time. As you settle into the night, let their voices soothe you. They remind us that love is not just about passion or excitement, but about commitment, patience, and deep understanding. The most successful couples learn to embrace change, knowing that love is not a static feeling, but a growing, evolving experience. Love requires both heart and mind, a balance between emotions and thoughtful decisions. As you drift deeper into relaxation, feel the comfort of knowing that love, when nurtured with care, has the power to endure through time. Chapter 2. Follow your heart, but listen to your head. Love often begins as a flutter in the heart, a spark of excitement, a feeling of being drawn to someone in a way that defies explanation. But those who have loved for a lifetime remind us that love is not just about emotions. It also requires thoughtful choices. Choosing a life partner is not about finding perfection, but about finding someone whose values align with yours, someone with whom you can grow. The elders share that when you meet the right person, you feel an undeniable sense of certainty, a feeling that this is where you belong. And yet, they caution against ignoring warning signs. Love is not just about attraction. It's about shared purpose, mutual respect, and the ability to navigate life's challenges together. As you rest, let your heart and mind find harmony, knowing that true love is both a feeling and a decision. Chapter 3. Communication, the lifeline of love. One of the greatest lessons shared is this: love cannot thrive without communication. The happiest couples do not assume they understand each other. They ask, they listen, they express. They remind us that words hold power, that kind words spoken in difficult moments can bridge the gaps that might otherwise grow between two people. They tell us that silence, when used as a weapon, can cause deeper wounds than words ever could. As you drift further into relaxation, imagine the comfort of being truly heard, of sharing your thoughts and feelings with someone who listens without judgment. Feel the warmth of understanding, the safety of connection, and the peace that comes from knowing that open hearts create unbreakable bonds. Chapter 4. Love and Marriage, a balance of joy and sacrifice. Marriage, say the elders, is both beautiful and challenging. It is a dance between independence and togetherness, between personal dreams and shared goals. They remind us that while passion and romance create the spark, it is the small, everyday acts of love that keep the flame burning. Love is found in simple gestures, a hand held in difficult times, a warm meal prepared with care, a quiet moment of shared laughter. As you settle deeper into rest, picture a life filled with these small, beautiful moments. Feel the security of a love built on respect and kindness, knowing that true love is not measured in grand gestures, but in a lifetime of gentle, consistent care. Chapter 5. Keeping the Spark Alive. Many people wonder, how do you keep love exciting after years, even decades, together? The elders share that love does not fade on its own. It is kept alive through attention, playfulness, and a willingness to grow together. Surprises, no matter how small, keep the heart engaged. A note left on a pillow, a shared adventure, a whispered, "I love you," in the middle of an ordinary day. These are the things that make love last. Exploration and openness also play a role in keeping passion alive. Some couples find joy in trying new experiences together, whether it's traveling to a new destination, exploring a hobby, or even discussing fantasies and desires. Talking about kinks, indulging in playful flirtation, or even considering an adventurous experience together, such as attending a sensual gathering or simply opening up about intimate curiosities, can deepen connection and intimacy. As you sink further into sleep, let yourself imagine the gentle sparks of love, glowing softly, never fading, always renewed by the smallest acts of care and affection. Chapter 6. Laughter, Respect, and Letting Go. One of the simplest but most profound lessons is this: do not take love too seriously. Learn to laugh, to forgive, to let go of small irritations, and focus on what truly matters. The happiest couples know that anger is fleeting, that most disagreements are not worth holding on to. They tell us that laughter is the glue that binds two people together, that humor can transform even the hardest moments into something softer, something lighter. As you drift into deeper sleep, let go of the tensions of the day. Allow yourself to float in the warmth of kindness, respect, and laughter. Love is not meant to be a battle. It is meant to be a journey shared with an open heart and an easy smile. Conclusion: love that lasts a lifetime. The wisdom of the elders teaches us that love is not found in fairy tales or fleeting moments of passion, but in the quiet, steady presence of two people who choose each other every day. Love is listening. Love is patience. Love is laughter. Love is understanding. As you close your eyes, let these lessons settle deep into your heart. Feel the peace of knowing that love, when nurtured, grows stronger with time. Tomorrow is another day to love, to connect, and to cherish those who matter most. Sleep deeply, knowing that love is all around you, within you, and ahead of you. Good night and sweet dreams. Take a deep breath in and slowly let it out. You are safe, warm, and completely at ease. This is your time, a quiet, peaceful moment just for you. Let go of any thoughts of the day, any concerns of tomorrow. Right now, the only thing that matters is rest, relaxation, and the gentle rhythm of your breath. The next sleep story will begin in about 90 seconds. Until then, allow yourself to settle even deeper into comfort. If you haven't already, Now is a wonderful time to lower your volume to the softest level, just enough for the words to gently reach you, like a whisper on the breeze. The quieter the sound, the more effortlessly you'll drift into sleep. Close your eyes. Let your body sink into your bed, releasing any tension, any tightness. Feel your shoulders drop, your jaw relax, your hands grow soft. There is nothing to do, nothing to think about, nothing to hold on to. The world is calm, and so are you. Now, take another deep breath in, and as you exhale, imagine releasing any remaining tension. Each breath carries you further into peace, deeper into stillness. Picture gentle waves lapping at the shore, their rhythm steady and soothing, like your own breath. In and out, in and out. The ocean moves effortlessly, and so do you, flowing into a state of complete relaxation. Let your mind drift like a feather floating on a soft breeze. You are weightless, carried by the night, embraced by tranquility. Imagine a golden sunset stretching across the horizon, the sky painted in soft shades of orange, pink, and violet. The sun slowly descends, casting a warm glow over rolling hills, over a calm sea. Sleep Story 8. Inspired by the Lincoln Conspiracy by Brad Meltzer and Josh Mensch. Welcome back to Sleep Books, the channel where we transform historical and suspenseful stories into soothing, engaging narratives, guiding you into a peaceful night's sleep. Tonight, we will immerse ourselves in the Lincoln Conspiracy by Brad Meltzer and Josh Mensch, a gripping account of the secret plot to assassinate President Abraham Lincoln before he even took office. Before we begin, take a deep breath in and slowly exhale. Set your volume low, allowing the calm storytelling to lull you into rest. As you listen, imagine yourself sinking into the softness of your pillow, your body relaxing, your thoughts slowing, and your mind gently opening to the intrigue of history. Let the story settle in your subconscious, carrying you peacefully into dream sleep, where the past and present weave together like a quiet lullaby. Introduction. It is the winter of 1861. The United States stands on the brink of war. The southern states seethe with defiance, slavery at the heart of their grievances. Abraham Lincoln, a man of conviction and quiet strength, has been elected president, but his journey to the White House will be fraught with danger. As Lincoln prepares to travel to Washington, a shadowy plot emerges. A secret cabal of pro-slavery secessionists gathers in the city of Baltimore, whispering of revolution and assassination. But unknown to them, another force is at work. Alan Pinkerton, the brilliant detective, along with the courageous Kate Warren, America's first female private investigator. Their mission: to uncover the conspiracy and safeguard the man destined to lead the nation through its most perilous hour. As you lie back, breathing deeply, let yourself drift into the past, where train wheels clatter on steel tracks, lanterns flicker against darkened windows, and the fate of a nation hinges on a midnight escape through enemy territory. Chapter 1. Lincoln's Rise and the Storm Ahead. The debates between Abraham Lincoln and Stephen Douglas were a spectacle of words, ideology, and vision. Thousands gathered to hear the Illinois lawyer take on the formidable Douglas, a man of wealth and power, a staunch defender of slavery. Lincoln's voice, rich and steady, carried through the autumn air. He spoke not just of policy, but of justice. He loathed slavery, not merely as an institution, but as a moral stain upon the soul of the nation. His words stirred crowds, igniting hope in some and rage in others. Despite his eloquence, Lincoln lost the Senate race. But the seed was planted. 2 years later, in 1860, he would ride the tide of change to secure the Republican nomination for the presidency. Across the South, outrage boiled over. His election, they feared, heralded the end of their way of life. The southern states began murmuring of secession, and in dark corners of Baltimore, a deadly plan took shape. Chapter 2: The Plotters Gather. In the back room of a Baltimore barbershop, men convened in hushed voices. Cipriano Ferrandini, a Corsican immigrant turned ardent secessionist, stood at the helm of the conspiracy. He and his fellow plotters saw Lincoln not as a leader, but as a tyrant to be eliminated before he could take office. Ferrandini's men were not alone. The Knights of the Golden Circle, a secret society dedicated to the expansion of slavery, lent their influence and numbers. Baltimore, a city divided, teetered on the edge of insurrection. The streets buzzed with whispers of an ambush, a strike at the heart of the Union before it could fully form. Lincoln's route to Washington would take him through Baltimore. There, in the chaos of a bustling train station, the plan was simple: a knife, a gunshot, a final breath. The president-elect would never see Inauguration Day. But there was one force the conspirators had not accounted for: Allan Pinkerton. Chapter 3: Pinkerton Takes the Case. In Chicago, Allan Pinkerton was a man of legend. A former barrel maker turned detective, he had built a reputation for outwitting criminals and foiling bank heists. When word of the Baltimore plot reached his desk, he knew one thing: if Lincoln was to survive, deception and secrecy would be his greatest allies. Pinkerton assembled his finest operatives, including the remarkable Kate Warren. She was a master of disguise, adept at slipping into the enemy's ranks unnoticed. Her role would be vital in uncovering the depth of the conspiracy. As the days passed, the threads of the plot became clearer. The plan was set for February 23, 1861. Lincoln would travel through Baltimore by train, a transition point before reaching Washington. There, in the narrow passage of Camden Street Station, the assassins would strike. The trap was set, but Pinkerton was ready to spring one of his own. Chapter 4: The Midnight Escape. Pinkerton's plan was as daring as it was secretive. Lincoln would not arrive in Baltimore as expected. Instead, he would travel under the cover of night, disguised and unrecognized, passing through the city before his enemies could act. On February 22nd, after a final public appearance in Harrisburg, Lincoln bid farewell to his family, boarded a private carriage, and slipped away. The train wheels hummed softly beneath him as he reclined in a sleeper car, his signature top hat exchanged for a low-brimmed cap. At 3:30 a.m., the train slowed as it reached Baltimore. The air was thick with tension. The streets were quiet, but danger lurked in every shadow. The carriage detached, horses pulling it slowly through the city before reattaching to a waiting locomotive. In silence, Lincoln breathed, listening to the creaks of the wooden car. He knew that, at this very moment, men were waiting at the station, their hands gripping pistols, expecting his arrival. But they would wait in vain. Chapter 5: A Safe Arrival, a Nation in Turmoil. At dawn, the train pulled into Washington. Lincoln had arrived alive. He stepped onto the platform, weary but resolute. The conspirators in Baltimore awoke to news of his arrival. Their plans unraveled before they had even begun. The press mocked him for sneaking in like a fugitive. Some called him a coward, but Lincoln knew better. There would be greater battles ahead, battles that would define the soul of the nation. He had evaded death that night, but destiny still awaited him. On April 12, 1861, the first shots of the Civil War rang out at Fort Sumter. For years later, Lincoln would fall to an assassin's bullet at Ford's Theater. But on that night in February, under the cloak of darkness, the course of history had been changed. Conclusion: drift into restful sleep. The story of Lincoln's escape is one of courage, secrecy, and fate. As you rest now, let your mind drift into the softness of sleep, knowing that history is filled with moments of near disaster and narrow triumphs. As your breathing slows, let go of the day's worries. Feel the weight of history settle into your dreams, carrying you gently through time, through whispers of the past, into the quiet of the night. Good night and sweet dreams. Take a deep breath in and slowly let it out. You are safe, warm, and completely at ease. This is your time, a quiet, peaceful moment just for you. Let go of any thoughts of the day, any concerns of tomorrow. Right now, the only thing that matters is rest, relaxation, and the gentle rhythm of your breath. The next sleep story will begin in about 90 seconds. Until then, allow yourself to settle even deeper into comfort. If you haven't already, now is a wonderful time to lower your volume to the softest level, just enough for the words to gently reach you, like a whisper on the breeze. The quieter the sound, the more effortlessly you'll drift into sleep. Close your eyes. Let your body sink into your bed, releasing any tension, any tightness. Feel your shoulders drop, your jaw relax, your hands grow soft. There is nothing to do, nothing to think about, nothing to hold on to. The world is calm, and so are you. Now, take another deep breath in, and as you exhale, imagine releasing any remaining tension. Each breath carries you further into peace, deeper into stillness. Picture gentle waves lapping at the shore, their rhythm steady and soothing, like your own breath. In and out, in and out. The ocean moves effortlessly, and so do you, flowing into a state of complete relaxation. Let your mind drift like a feather floating on a soft breeze. You are weightless, carried by the night, embraced by tranquility. Imagine a golden sunset stretching across the horizon, the sky painted in soft shades of orange, pink, and violet. The sun slowly descends, casting a warm glow over rolling hills, over a calm sea, over you. With every passing moment, the light dims and night gently settles in. Listen to the silence, the stillness, the quiet hum of sleep approaching. If your mind wanders, let it, like leaves floating down a slow-moving stream. No need to chase thoughts, no need to hold on. Just let them drift away, carried by the water, dissolving into the distance. Now, feel a cool mist of gentle rain brushing against your skin. The sound is soft, rhythmic, like a lullaby from nature. Tiny droplets land on the leaves above you, creating a soothing patter, a song of serenity. Sleep Story 7, inspired by the Four Agreements by Don Miguel Ruiz. Welcome back to Sleep Books, the channel where we transform the best self-development and spiritual books into soothing, meaningful life lessons. Our goal is to gently guide you into deep relaxation, helping you unwind, let go of the day's stresses, and fall into a peaceful sleep. Tonight's story is inspired by the Four Agreements by Don Miguel Ruiz and Janet Mills, a profound guide to breaking free from limiting beliefs and embracing a life of personal freedom. Before we begin, please post in the comments where you are in the world and what time it is. It's wonderful to see how these stories bring us together across time zones, creating a global community of listeners. And if you'd like to delve deeper, links to all the books we feature are in the description below. Don't forget to set your volume very low so the calm narration can gently guide you into restful sleep while allowing the ideas to settle in your subconscious. Introduction. Ancient wisdom for a peaceful mind and a freer life. In the Four Agreements, Don Miguel Ruiz reveals how we can break free from the invisible rules imposed on us by society, replacing them with new, empowering beliefs. Drawing on ancient Toltec wisdom, this book offers a pathway to self-liberation, where you can let go of judgment, self-doubt, and unnecessary suffering. Tonight, as you relax and drift into sleep, we will explore these four powerful agreements and how they can transform your life. Imagine yourself gently unraveling from the expectations of the world, finding solace in the simplicity of your breath, and welcoming the promise of a new, more peaceful way of being. Let your mind settle, let your body sink into comfort, and allow these ancient teachings to guide you into deep and restful sleep. Chapter 1. The Invisible Rules We Live By. We are born into a world that teaches us to conform. As you close your eyes and breathe deeply, imagine yourself as a child, pure, free, untouched by worry. In those early years, you lived naturally, expressing yourself without fear. But over time, society shaped you, teaching you what was acceptable and what was not. These unspoken rules dictated how you should think, behave, and dream. Like all children, you sought approval, adapting to the expectations of parents, teachers, and peers. If you followed the rules, you were rewarded with love and acceptance. If you strayed, you were corrected, disciplined, or made to feel unworthy. And so, little by little, you abandoned your authentic self, molding yourself to fit into a world that demanded conformity. But what if these rules are not absolute? What if the path to happiness is not in following, but in unlearning? As you drift deeper into relaxation, let go of the need to please, to be perfect, to meet expectations. You're already enough, just as you are. Chapter 2. The first agreement. Be impeccable with your word. Speak only truth, and use your words for love. Imagine your words as seeds planted in the fertile soil of your mind. Each word you speak, whether to yourself or others, has the power to grow into something beautiful or something harmful. Many of us speak harshly to ourselves, repeating unkind words we've absorbed over the years. I'm not good enough. I'll never succeed. I always make mistakes. These words take root, shaping our reality in ways we don't even realize. But just as negative words can harm, positive words can heal. Being impeccable with your word means using language to uplift, to inspire, to express love rather than fear. It means speaking with kindness, both to yourself and to those around you. Imagine replacing self-criticism with self-encouragement, replacing gossip with gratitude, replacing doubt with belief in your own potential. As you breathe deeply, allow the weight of unkind words to fall away. Feel the warmth of self-love settling in their place, like the gentle glow of morning light. Chapter 3. The second agreement. Don't take anything personally. What others say and do is not about you. Picture yourself standing in a vast open field, the wind softly brushing against your skin. This is a place of peace, where nothing can touch you unless you allow it. When someone criticizes or hurts us, we often take it personally, believing their words define us. But Ruiz reminds us that people's actions and words are reflections of their own reality, not ours. When someone lashes out, they are revealing their own wounds, fears, and struggles. It is never truly about us. Let go of the need for validation. Let go of the burden of other people's opinions. Imagine yourself standing in this open field, unaffected by the storms of others' emotions. You are free, untouched, at peace. As you drift into deeper rest, remind yourself, I am not defined by the thoughts or words of others. I am my own light, steady and strong. Chapter 4. The third agreement. Don't make assumptions. Clarity and communication bring peace. Have you ever found yourself lost in thought, imagining what someone else is thinking, worrying about their opinions, assuming the worst? These assumptions create unnecessary pain, building barriers between us and the truth. Instead of assuming, ask. Instead of filling in the gaps with fear, seek understanding. Imagine how much lighter life could be if you approached every situation with curiosity rather than expectation. By releasing assumptions, you free yourself from unnecessary suffering. Picture yourself in a clear blue sky where every misunderstanding dissolves like passing clouds. Every moment is a fresh opportunity for clarity, for truth, for deeper connection. As you sink deeper into relaxation, let go of imagined fears. Let the need for certainty dissolve. You don't need to know all the answers. You only need to be present in this moment, trusting that clarity will come when needed. Chapter 5. The fourth agreement. Always do your best. Your best changes from moment to moment, and that's okay. Doing your best doesn't mean striving for perfection. It means honoring your energy, your capacity, and your heart in each moment. Some days, your best will be filled with energy, creativity, and enthusiasm. Other days, your best may be simply resting, healing, and being kind to yourself. Both are valid. Both are enough. As you prepare to sleep, embrace the truth that you have done enough today. There is no need to carry the weight of unfinished tasks or expectations into your rest. You are worthy, you are complete, and you are allowed to simply be. Surrender to the softness of this moment. Trust that doing your best is enough, no matter what form it takes. You are in perfect harmony with yourself, exactly as you are. Conclusion. Living a life of freedom. The four agreements offer a path to true personal freedom. By being impeccable with your word, refusing to take things personally, letting go of assumptions, and always doing your best, you can break free from fear and step into a life of peace and authenticity. Imagine waking up tomorrow with a fresh perspective, unburdened by old habits or beliefs that no longer serve you. Picture yourself embracing each new day with clarity and confidence, knowing that you hold the power to define your own path. As you drift into sleep, allow these agreements to settle into your subconscious, becoming a part of your dreams, guiding you gently toward a life of greater ease and self-acceptance. You are free. You are at peace. You are enough. Good night and sweet dreams. Take a deep breath in and slowly let it out. You are safe, warm, and completely at ease. This is your time, a quiet, peaceful moment just for you. Let go of any thoughts of the day, any concerns of tomorrow. Right now, the only thing that matters is rest, relaxation, and the gentle rhythm of your breath. The next sleep story will begin in about 90 seconds. Until then, allow yourself to settle even deeper into comfort. If you haven't already, now is a wonderful time to lower your volume to the softest level, just enough for the words to gently reach you, like a whisper on the breeze. The quieter the sound, the more effortlessly you'll drift into sleep. Close your eyes. Let your body sink into your bed, releasing any tension, any tightness. Feel your shoulders drop, your jaw relax, your hands grow soft. There is nothing to do, nothing to think about, nothing to hold on to. The world is calm, and so are you. Now, take another deep breath in, and as you exhale, imagine releasing any remaining tension. Sleep Story 6, inspired by Play Bigger. Welcome back to Sleep Books, the channel where we transform the best self-development and business books into soothing, meaningful life lessons. Our goal is to gently guide you into deep relaxation, helping you unwind, let go of the day's stresses, and fall into a peaceful sleep. Tonight's story is inspired by Play Bigger by Al Ramadan, David Peterson, Christopher Lochhead, and Kevin Manny, a guide to creating and dominating new market categories. Before we begin, please post in the comments where you are in the world and what time it is. It's wonderful to see how these stories bring us together across time zones, creating a global community of listeners. And if you'd like to delve deeper, links to all the books we feature are in the description below. Don't forget to set your volume very low so the calm narration can gently guide you into restful sleep while allowing the ideas to settle in your subconscious. Introduction. Dream bigger, sleep deeper, creating and dominating market categories. In Play Bigger, the authors explore how successful entrepreneurs don't just enter existing markets, they create entirely new ones. Rather than competing in a crowded space, they redefine the rules, solving problems people didn't even realize they had. This is the path to becoming a category king, where your brand and product dominate an industry. Tonight, as you relax and drift into sleep, let's explore the peaceful side of innovation, how clarity, timing, and storytelling shape our ability to transform industries. Imagine yourself embracing the stillness of the night, clearing space in your mind just as visionaries clear space in markets to make room for something extraordinary. Chapter 1. The birth of a new market category. The most innovative ideas solve problems people never knew they had. As you settle into bed, Imagine a world where problems simply dissolve, where solutions emerge before you even realize there was something missing. This is the essence of category creation, finding an unmet need and reshaping the way people think. Picture Henry Ford at the dawn of the 20th century. If he had asked people what they wanted, they would have said a faster horse. But he saw beyond that, envisioning a world of affordable automobiles. The same happened when Uber redefined transportation. Before its arrival, hailing a cab was a hit or miss experience. Then Uber reframed the problem. Why wait for a taxi when one could come to you? The best category kings don't just create new products, they create a movement. They shift people's perceptions and redefine their experiences. Think of Apple's introduction of the iPhone. Before its arrival, people were content with phones that only made calls and sent text messages. But Apple showed the world that a phone could be a handheld computer, a camera, a music player, and so much more. It wasn't just about making a product, it was about changing the way we interact with technology. As you breathe deeply, consider how the best ideas don't just answer existing questions, they redefine the conversation. Let your mind rest on this thought, free of urgency, allowing sleep to take over as your subconscious explores what it means to think bigger. Chapter 2: The Importance of Timing. Great ideas must meet the world at the right moment. Timing is everything. Imagine planting a seed in the middle of winter. It wouldn't stand a chance. But plant that same seed in spring, and it flourishes. Just like in nature, category kings emerge when the conditions are right. Steve Jobs understood this when he introduced the iPad. Microsoft had tried launching a tablet years before, but the market wasn't ready. The technology and consumer habits had not yet aligned. But when Jobs unveiled the iPad, people saw it as the perfect bridge between a smartphone and a laptop, precisely because he understood their needs before they did. Many of history's greatest innovations required patience before they became mainstream. Consider electric vehicles. The concept has been around for decades, but only in recent years, thanks to advancements in battery technology and growing environmental awareness, has the world embraced them. Tesla didn't just build electric cars. It introduced them at the perfect moment when people were ready to adopt them. As you relax deeper into your pillow, let this idea settle. Not all dreams must be acted on immediately. Some must be nurtured, waiting for the right season to bloom. Just as you allow yourself to drift naturally into sleep, trust that the right timing will reveal itself for the ideas and aspirations in your own life. Chapter 3: Spotting Market Gaps. Opportunities often arise where others aren't looking. As you listen to the rhythmic pattern of your breath, consider how life's most remarkable changes often come from noticing what others overlook. Entrepreneurs who play bigger don't just compete, they discover. Les Paul, the inventor of the electric guitar, had a moment of realization when someone in a parking lot told him they couldn't hear his acoustic guitar over the sound of his harmonica. That tiny observation led him to create a whole new category of instrument, forever changing the music industry. Like finding a quiet space in a noisy world, the best ideas arise when we step back, observe, and listen. Companies like Airbnb and Netflix didn't invent travel or entertainment. They simply found better ways to meet people's needs. By looking at what was frustrating customers and imagining a better solution, they carved out entire new industries. Spotting a market gap requires both insight and intuition. It's about seeing the world not just as it is, but as it could be. Just like a quiet pause before sleep, these moments of stillness can lead to the most profound realizations. So, as you sink into relaxation, let go of any stress and trust that, in the stillness of sleep, clarity and creativity will emerge naturally. Chapter 4: The Power of Storytelling. A great product needs a great story to succeed. Think back to childhood, when a well-told bedtime story could transport you to another world. Even as adults, stories continue to shape how we perceive reality. In business, the best category kings don't just sell products, they tell compelling stories. Consider the story of Coverity, a company that finds bugs in aircraft software. Their narrative wasn't just about selling code testing tools. It was about ensuring millions of passengers travel safely. By framing their work as a matter of life and death, they turned an invisible problem into an urgent necessity. The brands that resonate most deeply with us aren't just selling a product, they're selling a vision. Think about how Nike doesn't just sell shoes. It sells the idea of pushing beyond your limits. Tesla isn't just about cars. It's about a sustainable future. As you drift deeper into relaxation, embrace the warmth of a good story. Let your own life's narrative unfold effortlessly, just as dreams do when you surrender to sleep. Chapter 5: The Lightning Strike Strategy. The best ideas enter the world with a brilliant flash. When a lightning bolt streaks across the sky, it commands attention. The most successful category creators launch their products with the same impact, ensuring they are impossible to ignore. Sensity, a tech company working with LED lighting, understood this when they debuted their light sensory network at a major industry fair. By unveiling their technology with a coordinated event, media buzz, and strategic timing, they ensured that their innovation didn't just appear, it dominated. As you settle into deeper rest, imagine the quiet before the lightning strikes, that moment of stillness filled with anticipation. Just as great ideas need energy to surge forward, so too does the mind need moments of calm to prepare for tomorrow's possibilities. Rest, knowing that inspiration comes in its own time, effortlessly. Conclusion: Play Bigger teaches us that true innovators don't just fit into existing markets, they create their own. By identifying hidden problems, perfecting their timing, telling compelling stories, and making an unforgettable debut, category kings shape the world in ways that feel inevitable in hindsight. As you drift off, allow yourself to embrace the stillness of the night. Let go of distractions and future concerns. Just as great entrepreneurs trust the process, trust that sleep will rejuvenate your mind, preparing you for whatever dreams and ideas await. Good night and sweet dreams. take a deep breath in and slowly let it out. You are safe, warm, and completely at ease. This is your time, a quiet, peaceful moment just for you. Let go of any thoughts of the day, any concerns of tomorrow. Right now, the only thing that matters is rest, relaxation, and the gentle rhythm of your breath. The next sleep story will begin in about 90 seconds. Until then, allow yourself to settle even deeper into comfort. If you haven't already, now is a wonderful time to lower your volume to the softest level, just enough for the words to gently reach you, like a whisper on the breeze. Happy Lunar New Year! Welcome back to Sleep Books, the channel where we transform the best self-development and spiritual books into soothing, meaningful life lessons. Our goal is to gently guide you into deep relaxation, helping you unwind, let go of the day's stresses, and fall into a peaceful sleep. Tonight's story is inspired by A New Earth by Eckhart Tolle, a profound guide to transcending the ego and embracing the present moment. Before we begin, please post in the comments where you are in the world and what time it is. It's wonderful to see how these stories bring us together across time zones, creating a global community of listeners. And if you'd like to delve deeper, links to all the books we feature are in the description below. Don't forget to set your volume very low so the calm narration can gently guide you into restful sleep while allowing the ideas to settle in your subconscious. Okay, let's start with the introduction. Awaken to the power of the present moment. In A New Earth, Eckhart Tolle explores how overcoming the ego is essential to finding peace and fulfillment. By transcending our attachment to identity, thoughts, and suffering, we can embrace the present moment and experience life with clarity, joy, and compassion. Tolle teaches that much of humanity's suffering stems from living either in the past or the future, rather than fully inhabiting the now. The mind clings to narratives, judgments, and attachments, creating an illusion of separateness and conflict. But when we learn to let go, we awaken to the truth of being, and life takes on a deeper, more peaceful quality. As you listen, let these ideas settle softly into your mind, like a gentle breeze passing through a tranquil meadow. Close your eyes and allow the soothing rhythm of this story to carry you into a peaceful and restorative sleep. Chapter 1: Society's Madness and Collective Suffering. The turmoil in the world reflects the turmoil within. Imagine standing on a quiet hillside, gazing at the vastness of the sky above. The world, in all its beauty and chaos, continues to turn, carrying with it both love and suffering. Tolle explains that much of the pain we see, wars, destruction, and division, is a reflection of the human ego, trapped in a cycle of fear, greed, and power. Throughout history, societies have experienced great advancements in art, science, and technology. And yet, alongside these achievements, there remains suffering, violence, and destruction.
Why?
Because the human ego thrives on identification, on a sense of me versus them, of separation rather than unity. But just as the storm eventually passes and the sky clears, so too can we step beyond this unconscious suffering. As you breathe deeply, imagine the weight of the world's conflicts lifting, replaced by a deep inner stillness. This stillness is always there beneath the noise. It is the peace of simply being, available to you at any moment. Chapter 2: Why Religion Alone is Not the Answer. True transformation comes from within. Throughout history, many have sought guidance from religious teachings to transcend suffering. While the wisdom of spiritual leaders, Buddha, Jesus, Lao Tzu, remains timeless, much of what has been passed down has been altered by human interpretation, sometimes even distorting the original messages of peace and unity. Tolle reminds us that while religion can provide a path, true awakening must come from within. No external system, no philosophy or belief can liberate us unless we actively shift our awareness. Imagine a gentle river flowing before you. It does not resist or struggle. It simply moves with ease. This is the path to inner peace, allowing life to unfold without resistance, embracing each moment as it comes. As you settle into rest, visualize yourself surrendering to this gentle current, floating effortlessly toward a space of deep tranquility. There is nowhere to go, nothing to prove, only the presence of now. Chapter 3: Recognizing and Releasing the Ego. The ego keeps us trapped in illusion. Picture yourself looking into a still pond, watching your own reflection. What do you see? The ego tricks us into believing that our identity, our name, our achievements, our past is who we are. But in truth, these are only stories. The real you is not the voice in your head, but the quiet awareness that observes it. The ego clings to the past, worries about the future, and constantly seeks validation. It tells us that we are separate from others, that we must compete, achieve, or prove ourselves to be worthy. But this is an illusion. Now, imagine gently stepping away from the pond, allowing the ripples to fade. See yourself standing in a vast, open space, free from any labels or expectations. This is the space of true presence, where the mind is quiet and only the now exists. Let this realization sink in as you breathe deeply, letting go of any thoughts that arise. Chapter 4: Freeing Yourself from Emotional Pain. Let go of the past and embrace the present. Imagine carrying a heavy bag on your back, filled with every resentment, every regret, every painful memory. The longer you carry it, the heavier it feels. And yet, at any moment, you could simply put it down. The ego loves to hold on to pain, past wrongs, fears, insecurities. It replays them over and over, strengthening its grip on suffering. But suffering is not necessary. Like a bird shaking off raindrops before taking flight, you, too, can release your burdens.
Take a deep breath.
Picture yourself setting down the heavy bag. Feel the lightness that follows. The past no longer exists. The future is yet to come. The only reality is this moment, this breath, this stillness. Chapter 5. The Purpose of Life Beyond the Ego. Awakening to your inner and outer purpose. Many people seek fulfillment in external achievements, career success, relationships, wealth. But Tolle explains that true fulfillment comes from aligning with our deeper purpose. Our outer purpose, the goals we set, the roles we play, is ever-changing. But our inner purpose, to awaken, to be fully present, is always the same. Imagine yourself standing in a golden field at sunrise. You are simply there, with no need to chase or grasp. The warmth of the sun touches your skin, and for a moment, everything feels complete. This is what it means to be awake, to experience life in its purest form, unfiltered by the ego's endless desires. As you drift closer to sleep, let this feeling of wholeness wrap around you like a warm blanket. Everything is as it should be. You are exactly where you need to be. Chapter 6. Living with Acceptance and Joy. Embrace the present, and peace will follow. Imagine watching waves roll onto the shore, each one different, yet part of the same vast ocean. Life, too, moves in waves, moments of joy, moments of challenge. But when we surrender to the flow, rather than resist, we find peace. Tolle reminds us that acceptance is the key to true freedom. Even in difficult moments, we can choose presence over resistance. By fully engaging with life as it is, rather than how we wish it to be, we cultivate an unshakable inner peace. As you close your eyes, let yourself be carried by this gentle wave of acceptance. Whatever comes, let it come. Whatever goes, let it go. In this space of stillness, all is well. Conclusion. The lessons of a new earth remind us that by letting go of the ego and embracing the present, we open ourselves to a life of peace, joy, and deep fulfillment. The suffering of the world is a reflection of the suffering within, but as we awaken to our true nature, we become part of the healing. As you drift into sleep, imagine yourself as a quiet observer, simply watching thoughts pass like clouds in the sky. Feel the deep stillness within you, the space beyond thoughts, beyond the ego. This is your true self. This is peace. Good night and sweet dreams. Take a deep breath in and slowly let it out. You are safe, warm, and completely at ease. This is your time, a quiet, peaceful moment just for you. Let go of any thoughts of the day, any concerns of tomorrow. Right now, The only thing that matters is rest, relaxation, and the gentle rhythm of your breath. The next sleep story will begin in about 90 seconds. Until then, allow yourself to settle even deeper into comfort. If you haven't already, now is a wonderful time to lower your volume to the softest level, just enough for the words to gently reach you, like a whisper on the breeze. The quieter the sound, the more effortlessly you'll drift into sleep. Close your eyes. Let your body sink into your bed, releasing any tension, any tightness. Feel your shoulders drop, your jaw relax, your hands grow soft. There is nothing to do, nothing to think about, nothing to hold on to. The world is calm, and so are you. Welcome back to Sleep Books, the channel where we take the very best self-development and business books and transform them into soothing, meaningful life lessons. Our goal is to guide you into a state of deep relaxation, helping you let go of the day's stresses and drift into a restful sleep while absorbing life-enhancing insights. Tonight's story is inspired by The Miracle Morning by Hal Elrod, a guide to creating a morning routine that transforms your life before 8 a.m. Before we begin, please post in the comments where you are in the world and what time it is. It's amazing how these stories bring us together across time zones, creating a shared space for peace and reflection. If you'd like to delve deeper, the links to all books are in the description below. Also, remember to set your volume very low so the calming narration can gently guide you into a serene, dream-filled sleep. Introduction. Transform your mornings. Transform your life. In The Miracle Morning, Hal Elrod shares the power of an intentional morning routine. By dedicating the first hour of your day to self-improvement and mindfulness, you can create a ripple effect that enhances every aspect of your life. The beauty of this practice lies in its simplicity, small, consistent steps that build momentum for positive change. As you listen, allow yourself to relax fully. Picture a calm, glowing sunrise gently illuminating the path ahead. Each moment of this journey is an opportunity to prepare your mind and body for the day, nurturing peace and purpose from the moment you wake. Close your eyes and let the soothing rhythm of this story lull you into a deep and restorative sleep. Chapter 1. The Power of Mornings. The first hour of your day sets the tone for everything that follows. Imagine waking up to a soft glow of sunlight filtering through your curtains. The air is crisp and the world is quiet. This is your time, a sacred hour to nurture your mind, body, and spirit before the busyness of the day begins. Hal Elrod explains that the way you spend your mornings profoundly influences your mindset and productivity. By rising early and dedicating time to purposeful activities, you create a foundation for success. Whether it's through meditation, journaling, or gentle movement, these moments empower you to face the day with clarity and intention. Take a moment to imagine the perfect morning for yourself. Maybe it starts with a few deep breaths, feeling the softness of your bed, and expressing gratitude for a new day. Perhaps you hear the birds outside or the gentle hum of the world waking up. Picture yourself beginning your day with ease and grace, free from the rush and stress that often accompany busy mornings. Allow this image to fill you with calm, knowing that each morning offers a fresh start and the chance to set a positive tone for the hours ahead. Chapter 2: The Lifesavers. 6 Practices to Awaken Your Full Potential. Elrod introduces the Lifesavers, a set of 6 morning practices designed to transform your day. Each letter represents a powerful tool for self-improvement. 1. Silence. Begin your day with stillness, whether through meditation, deep breathing, or quiet reflection. 2. Affirmations. Speak positive, empowering statements that align with your goals and values. 3. Visualization. Picture your ideal day, focusing on the actions and outcomes that bring you joy and success. 4. Exercise. Energize your body with gentle movement, from yoga to a refreshing morning walk. 5. Reading. Nourish your mind with inspirational or educational content. 6. Scribing. Write down your thoughts, gratitude, or plans for the day. Imagine how these practices might shape your mornings. Silence could be as simple as sitting with your eyes closed, listening to the rhythm of your breath. Affirmations might include reminding yourself, "I am capable," or "Today is a gift." Visualize your goals with clarity, feeling the joy of achieving them. These small yet powerful steps create a morning filled with purpose and positivity, setting you up for a fulfilling day ahead. Chapter 3: Overcoming Resistance. How to make waking up early a joyful habit. For many, the idea of waking up early can feel daunting, but Elrod explains that resistance often stems from a lack of clarity about why mornings matter. When you have a meaningful reason to rise early, whether it's for self-care, personal growth, or quiet time, the process becomes easier and more rewarding. Think about what mornings could mean for you. Perhaps they're a chance to reconnect with yourself, away from distractions and obligations. Imagine waking up excited for the day ahead, knowing that the morning holds space just for you. Consider the little joys, savoring a warm cup of tea, watching the sunrise paint the sky with golden hues, or journaling your dreams and aspirations. Let these comforting images replace any resistance you feel, leaving you with a sense of anticipation and peace. Chapter 4: Creating Your Miracle Morning. Tailor your routine to fit your unique needs. The miracle morning isn't a one-size-fits-all approach. Elrod encourages you to design a routine that aligns with your goals and preferences. Whether you dedicate 10 minutes to each Savers practice or focus on just one, the key is consistency. Picture yourself crafting a morning routine that feels like a gift. Maybe you begin with a moment of silence, followed by stretching to awaken your body. Perhaps you write down a few affirmations, visualizing the day ahead. Imagine the gentle flow of your morning as you move from one practice to the next, each one building on the last to create a sense of calm and purpose. Whatever you choose, know that this time is yours, a sanctuary of peace and intention, shaping the rest of your day. Chapter 5: The Ripple Effect. How a strong morning routine transforms your entire day. Imagine tossing a pebble into a still pond. The ripples spread outward, touching every part of the surface. This is the effect of a miracle morning. The energy and intention you cultivate in the first hour influence every interaction, decision, and moment of your day. Think about the possibilities. A calm, centered morning might lead to a more productive workday, deeper connections with loved ones, or greater focus on your goals. Picture the ripple effect extending beyond your day, inspiring those around you with your calm and positivity. As you drift further into relaxation, let the image of these ripples bring you comfort, knowing that each small action creates a wave of positive change that continues to flow. Chapter 6: Building Momentum. Consistency is the key to lasting transformation. Change doesn't happen overnight, but small, consistent actions lead to remarkable results. Elrod emphasizes the importance of sticking to your routine even on days when motivation wanes. By showing up for yourself each morning, you build resilience and momentum. Picture your miracle morning becoming second nature, a part of your life that you cherish and look forward to. Over time, this routine shapes not only your days but also your mindset, helping you approach life with confidence and clarity. Reflect on the strength that grows with each day of consistency, as if you're building a foundation of peace and purpose that supports you in all areas of life. Let this thought bring you peace as you drift closer to sleep. Chapter 7: The Miracle Morning Mindset. Awaken your full potential. At its heart, the miracle morning is about more than just mornings. It's about creating a life you love. By dedicating time to self-improvement, you awaken your full potential and cultivate a sense of purpose. This mindset extends beyond your morning routine, influencing every part of your life. Imagine yourself living with intention and joy. Each day begins with clarity and ends with gratitude. Picture the compounding effects of this practice as they radiate into every corner of your existence. This is the power of the miracle morning, a simple yet profound way to transform your life, one morning at a time. Let this vision settle gently in your mind as you prepare to drift into peaceful sleep. Conclusion: the lessons of the miracle morning remind us that mornings are a precious opportunity to set the tone for our lives. By dedicating time to practices that nurture your mind, body, and spirit, you create a foundation for success and happiness. As you drift into sleep, let the peaceful rhythm of this story settle in your mind. Picture a future where your mornings are filled with calm, purpose, and joy. Remember, every sunrise offers a chance to begin again. Good night and sweet dreams. Welcome back to Sleep Books, the channel where we take the very best self-development and business books and condense them into easy-to-understand, meaningful life lessons. Here, we aim to share these lessons in a relaxing and soothing environment so you can close your eyes, unwind, and slowly drift into a deep and restful sleep while absorbing positive and impactful ideas. Tonight's book is the 80-20 Principle by Richard Koch, a timeless guide to achieving more by doing less. Before we begin, please post in the comments where you are in the world and what time it is. It's incredible how these relaxing and soothing stories can bring us all together. Don't forget, links to the books are in the description below if you'd like to explore them further. Introduction. Relax and discover how to use your time in the most effective way possible. In the 80-20 principle, Richard Koch reveals a simple yet transformative concept. A small portion of your efforts often leads to the majority of your results. By understanding and applying this principle, you can identify what truly matters in your life and focus your energy there, letting go of the excess. As you relax, let this idea settle in your mind. You can work less, simplify more, and achieve greater happiness and success. The world often feels chaotic, with endless to-do lists and complex demands. But the 80-20 principle offers clarity. It's a reminder that not everything you do carries equal weight. Whether in business, relationships, or personal growth, there's always a small fraction of activities that yield the most meaningful outcomes. Embracing this principle can help you find balance, increase efficiency, and create more room for peace and joy. Close your eyes, take a deep breath, and prepare to uncover the soothing simplicity of this principle as we journey through its lessons. Chapter 1: Unearthing the Universal Imbalance. Most of the results in life come from just a small portion of the effort. Think back to a moment when you rushed to meet a deadline. You might have accomplished more in those final hours than in weeks of preparation. This phenomenon reflects the 80-20 principle. 80% of results stem from just 20% of efforts. This pattern is all around us. In business, a mere 20% of products often account for 80% of profits. Similarly, a small percentage of drivers cause the majority of accidents. This imbalance may seem surprising, but it's a natural feature of life. It teaches us that focusing on the right activities can lead to extraordinary results with minimal effort. As you relax into this thought, imagine the freedom of channeling your energy into only the most impactful areas of your life. Let this understanding bring you a sense of calm. You don't have to do it all. You only need to focus on the most meaningful parts. With practice, this mindset can transform the way you approach work, relationships, and personal growth. Chapter 2: The Surprising Nature of Imbalance. Why do we expect balance when imbalance is natural? It's human nature to believe that effort and reward should be evenly distributed. Yet, reality defies this expectation. For example, in language, just 1% of words account for over 80% of daily conversation. This imbalance stems from feedback loops. Small advantages grow over time, creating significant differences. Embrace this truth as a source of comfort, not stress. You don't need to fight for perfect equality in every area of your life. Instead, focus on what truly matters. Let this realization lighten your load and guide you toward a simpler, more meaningful way of living. As you let go of unnecessary burdens, you create space for peace and fulfillment. Chapter 3: Transforming your work life. How to make your work process more effective with less effort. Imagine starting your day knowing exactly which tasks will yield the greatest results. This is the promise of the 80-20 principle in your work life. By identifying the 20% of activities that lead to 80% of your success, you can eliminate wasteful effort and concentrate on what truly matters. Think about your most productive moments. Perhaps they came when a deadline loomed, forcing you to focus on the essentials. You can replicate that focus every day by letting go of distractions and overanalysis. Visualize your work becoming lighter and more manageable, allowing space for creativity and joy. Over time, This approach can help you create a work-life balance that feels both productive and fulfilling. Chapter 4: Boosting Business Profits. Prioritize the few things that truly drive success. For businesses, the 80-20 principle is a game changer. By analyzing which products or customers generate the most profit, companies can concentrate their resources where they matter most. Imagine the simplicity of focusing on just a handful of products or clients while still achieving remarkable growth. As you reflect on this idea, think of it as a metaphor for your life. Which aspects of your daily routine bring you the most satisfaction? How can you give those areas more attention while letting go of the rest? Picture yourself living with purpose, free from unnecessary clutter. In doing so, you can create a sense of direction and clarity that enhances every aspect of your life. Chapter 5: The Power of Simplification. Why reducing complexity leads to greater success. Complexity often feels unavoidable, especially in large organizations or busy lives. But simplifying, whether in business or personal routines, can lead to surprising success. For companies, narrowing product lines or focusing on fewer suppliers reduces costs and boosts profits. For individuals, simplifying means fewer distractions and more time for what matters. As you drift further into relaxation, imagine your life simplified. Visualize a calmer, clearer version of your daily routine. Let the idea of simplicity ease your mind and guide you toward peace. By reducing the unnecessary, you open up space for deeper joy and satisfaction in every area of your life. Chapter 6: Versatility of the 80-20 principle. Applying the principle to every aspect of business and life. The beauty of the 80-20 principle lies in its adaptability. In business, it can guide negotiations, marketing efforts, and customer relationships. In life, it can help you prioritize meaningful connections and rewarding activities. As you rest, think about areas where you might apply this principle. Which relationships bring you the most joy? Which hobbies or habits enrich your life? Allow yourself to imagine focusing on these elements, creating a life filled with meaning and fulfillment. By narrowing your focus, you can deepen your experiences and increase your overall happiness. Chapter 7: Quality over quantity in life. Nurture the relationships and activities that bring you joy. Not all friendships or activities are created equal. Some bring immense joy, while others leave you drained. By identifying the 20% of relationships and pursuits that bring you the most happiness, you can focus your energy on deepening those connections. Picture yourself surrounded by the people and activities that truly matter to you. Let this image bring warmth and comfort as you relax further into the night. By nurturing these relationships and experiences, you can create a life rich in connection and meaning. Chapter 8: A New Approach to Time Management. Focus on the tasks that matter most. Traditional time management often leads to packed schedules and burnout. Instead, the 80-20 principle teaches you to identify the most impactful tasks and devote your time there. This shift reduces stress and increases productivity. As you prepare for sleep, imagine a future where your days are lighter and more purposeful. Let this thought bring a sense of calm and balance. With each passing day, this approach can help you reclaim time for what truly matters, leaving you feeling energized and fulfilled. Chapter 9: Elevating Your Quality of Life. Create a happier life by focusing on what brings you joy. Happiness is not about doing more, it's about doing the right things. By identifying the 20% of your life that brings you the most joy and cutting back on unfulfilling activities, you can create a more meaningful existence. As you drift off, imagine a life where your time is spent on what truly makes you happy. Picture a future where your days are filled with purpose and peace. With each small change, you move closer to a life that reflects your deepest values. Conclusion: the 80-20 principle is a powerful reminder that not all efforts are equal. By focusing on the small fraction of activities that yield the greatest results, you can simplify your life, increase your success, and find greater happiness. Let this principle guide you toward a calmer, more fulfilling life as you enjoy a peaceful night's sleep. Good night and sweet dreams. Take a deep breath in and slowly let it out. You are safe, warm, and completely at ease. This is your time, a quiet, peaceful moment just for you. Let go of any thoughts of the day, any concerns of tomorrow. Right now, the only thing that matters is rest, relaxation, and the gentle rhythm of your breath. The next sleep story will begin in about 90 seconds. Until then, allow yourself to settle even deeper into comfort. If you haven't already, now is a wonderful time to lower your volume to the softest level, just enough for the words to gently reach you, like a whisper on the breeze. The quieter the sound, the more effortlessly you'll drift into sleep. Close your eyes. Let your body sink into your bed, releasing any tension, any tightness. Feel your shoulders drop, your jaw relax, your hands grow soft. There is nothing to do, nothing to think about, nothing to hold on to. The world is calm, and so are you. Now, take another deep breath in, and as you exhale, imagine releasing any remaining tension. Each breath carries you further into peace, deeper into stillness. Picture gentle waves lapping at the shore, their rhythm steady and soothing, like your own breath. In and out, In and out. The ocean moves effortlessly, and so do you, flowing into a state of complete relaxation. Let your mind drift like a feather floating on a soft breeze. You are weightless, carried by the night, embraced by tranquility. Imagine a golden sunset stretching across the horizon, the sky painted in soft shades of orange, pink, and violet. The sun slowly descends, casting a warm glow over rolling hills, over a calm sea, over you. With every passing moment, the light dims and night gently settles in. Listen to the silence, the stillness, the quiet hum of sleep approaching. If your mind wanders, let it, like leaves floating down a slow-moving stream. No need to chase thoughts, no need to hold on. Just let them drift away, carried by the water, dissolving into the distance. Now, feel a cool mist of gentle rain brushing against your skin. The sound is soft, rhythmic, like a lullaby from nature. Tiny droplets land on the leaves above you, creating a soothing patter, a song of serenity, of rest. You are warm, tucked beneath a cozy blanket, listening to the rain fall outside. It washes away all tension, all effort. The night is peaceful, and so are you. As the moments pass, your breath deepens, your muscles loosen, and your thoughts grow lighter. There is no rush, no pressure. Sleep is coming, as natural and effortless as the setting sun, as the rising moon, as the waves rolling to shore. Imagine standing beneath a night sky, looking up at endless stars. They twinkle softly, silently, their light traveling across time and space just to reach you. The universe is vast, eternal, and yet right now, you are exactly where you need to be. Completely still, completely safe, completely free. Let the night wrap around you like a warm embrace. Feel the softness of your pillow, the weight of the blankets cocooning you in comfort. The world is asleep, and soon you'll be too. The next sleep story will begin shortly. The words will flow effortlessly into your subconscious, gently settling into your mind like a soft whisper in the night. There is no need to listen intently. Just relax, breathe, and allow the story to drift into your dreams. It will stay with you, comforting and guiding you as you journey through restful slumber. With each passing moment, your body feels heavier, your mind lighter. You are floating now, weightless, serene, drifting into sleep, deeper, softer, slower. The story will begin soon, but you don't need to stay awake for it. Let go. Surrender to rest. Everything is as it should be. You are safe. You are calm. You are deeply, completely at peace.
Good night. Sweet dreams.
Welcome back to Sleep Books, the channel where we take the very best self-development and business books and transform them into soothing, meaningful life lessons. Here, our aim is to help you relax, let go of the day, and drift into a deep and restful sleep, all while absorbing valuable ideas that resonate in your subconscious. Tonight's story is inspired by Atomic Habits by James Clear, a guide to making small, powerful changes that lead to remarkable results. Before we begin, please post in the comments where you are in the world and what time it is. It's amazing how these stories connect us, creating a global community of peaceful listeners. Also, remember to set your volume very low so the calming narration can gently guide you into a dream-filled sleep. Introduction. Relax and uncover the magic of small, meaningful changes. In Atomic Habits, James Clear explores how the smallest adjustments in our daily routines can create life-changing transformations. The story unfolds as a comforting reminder that no change is too small to matter, and even the tiniest positive habit can set you on the path to success and fulfillment. Close your eyes, take a deep breath, and imagine a quiet, moonlit evening where each small step you take lights a path to a better future. These lessons are not about overwhelming changes, but about subtle, almost imperceptible shifts that compound over time. Let the simplicity of this approach bring you peace as you listen and gently drift into relaxation. Chapter 1: The Power of Tiny Changes. Small habits, when repeated, lead to extraordinary results. Picture yourself planting a seed in rich, fertile soil. At first, it's barely visible. You water it daily, providing just a few drops of care and attention. Days turn into weeks, and eventually, a delicate sprout breaks through the soil. Over time, with consistent nurturing, it grows into a strong, flourishing tree. This is the essence of Atomic Habits. Tiny, consistent actions that seem insignificant at first but grow into something monumental. Imagine a life where your smallest decisions, like drinking a glass of water each morning or writing down a single gratitude note, slowly shape your days, weeks, and years into something beautiful and fulfilling. Now, think of all the small actions you take each day, both positive and negative. Reflect on how each one contributes to the overall story of your life. With a slight shift in focus, you can begin to cultivate more of the habits that bring you joy and peace. Breathe deeply and allow this thought to settle, knowing that meaningful change is always within reach. Chapter 2: The Importance of Identity. Your habits are a reflection of who you want to become. Now imagine a calm, tranquil lake. Each action you take is like a pebble tossed into the water, creating ripples that spread outward. These ripples represent the identity you build through your habits. If you view yourself as someone who cares for their health, every small, healthy choice strengthens that belief. Think about how identity influences every part of your life. The habits you practice are a mirror of the person you believe you are. By focusing on the type of person you want to become, you naturally gravitate toward habits that reinforce this vision. For instance, identifying as a reader might mean reading a single page each night, which gradually becomes a cherished daily ritual. As you relax further, think about the person you aspire to be. Perhaps it's someone calm, organized, or creative. Visualize yourself taking small, steady steps that align with this identity. Each action, no matter how small, reaffirms who you are becoming. Let this empowering thought wrap around you like a warm blanket. Chapter 3: The 4 Laws of Behavior Change. Make good habits easy, attractive, and satisfying. Picture yourself walking through a serene forest. The path you take is smooth and well-trodden, effortlessly guiding you forward. This is what good habits feel like when they're designed to be simple and rewarding. James Clear's 4 Laws of Behavior Change provide a roadmap for this journey. 1. Make it obvious. 2. Make it attractive. 3. Make it easy. 4. Make it satisfying. Consider how these principles apply to your daily life. For example, making a habit obvious could involve placing your running shoes by the door to remind you of your morning jog. Making it attractive might mean pairing a new habit with something you enjoy, like listening to a favorite podcast during exercise. As you walk along this forest path, imagine how you could shape your habits to align with these principles. Each law acts as a gentle guide, helping you create habits that feel natural and enjoyable. With these small adjustments, your routines can transform into sources of joy and fulfillment. Chapter 4: The Role of Environment. Your surroundings shape your behavior. Imagine stepping into a cozy, organized room filled with soft, inviting light. Everything you need is within easy reach, and the atmosphere feels calm and inspiring. This is the power of an intentional environment. Clear explains that our surroundings can either encourage or hinder our habits. By making small adjustments, like placing a book on your pillow to remind you to read at night, you can create an environment that gently nudges you toward your goals. Perhaps you could rearrange your workspace to eliminate distractions or keep a water bottle nearby to encourage hydration. As you relax, visualize the spaces in your life. How might you arrange them to make good habits inevitable and bad habits harder to follow? Imagine the calm and clarity that comes from creating an environment that supports your aspirations. Chapter 5: The Compound Effect. Small habits compound over time, creating exponential growth. Now, picture a serene mountainside. A single drop of water trickles down, joined by another and another, until they form a stream. Over time, this stream carves through the mountain, shaping the landscape itself. This is how small habits work. Their effects compound, creating remarkable changes that are almost invisible at first. Think of the areas in your life where you can apply this principle. Perhaps it's learning a new skill, where practicing for just 10 minutes a day eventually leads to mastery. Or it could be saving a small amount of money each week, which grows into a significant sum over time. As you breathe deeply, let the idea of compounding bring you comfort. You don't need to achieve everything at once. Trust that the small, consistent actions you take each day will lead to extraordinary outcomes. This gradual, gentle progress is enough. Chapter 6: The Plateau of Latent Potential. Patience is key in the journey of change. Imagine a winter's night where you light a small fire in a fireplace. At first, the flames are faint, barely warming the room. But as you patiently tend the fire, adding small pieces of wood, the warmth grows, filling the space with a comforting glow. Clear calls this the plateau of latent potential, the phase where your efforts may not yet show visible results. It's easy to feel discouraged during this time, but progress is happening beneath the surface. Imagine the roots of a plant spreading unseen below the soil, preparing for a burst of growth above ground. Trust in the process and know that your patience will be rewarded. As you relax, visualize the quiet progress unfolding in your life, even when it feels like nothing is changing. This reassurance allows you to rest easy, knowing that meaningful change takes time. Chapter 7: Designing Systems for Success. Focus on systems, not just goals. Imagine baking a delicious loaf of bread. Instead of fixating on the final product, you carefully follow the recipe, measuring ingredients, kneading the dough, and allowing time for it to rise. The outcome is a natural result of following the process. Clear emphasizes that systems, the daily routines and structures you put in place, are more important than specific goals. By designing supportive systems, success becomes inevitable. Perhaps it's setting a specific time each day for journaling or preparing meals in advance to make healthy eating effortless. As you drift deeper into relaxation, think about the systems you could create in your life to support your dreams. These systems act as a foundation, helping you build the life you envision with ease and consistency. Chapter 8: Letting Go of Perfection. Progress, not perfection, is the goal. Picture a gentle stream flowing over rocks. The water doesn't flow perfectly straight, but it moves steadily forward, adapting to the obstacles in its path. This is the nature of progress. It's not about being flawless, but about continuing to move forward. Think of a habit you've struggled to maintain. Instead of focusing on the times you faltered, celebrate the moments you succeeded. Each small victory adds to your momentum, carrying you closer to your goals. Let go of the need to be perfect and embrace the beauty of progress. As you relax, feel the weight of perfectionism melt away, replaced by a sense of peace and acceptance. You are enough, just as you are, and every step forward is worth celebrating. Conclusion: the lessons of Atomic Habits remind us that change is not about massive leaps, but about small, steady steps. By focusing on tiny habits, aligning them with your identity, and trusting in the process, you can create a life that feels joyful and purposeful. As you drift into sleep, let these ideas settle gently into your mind. Picture a future where your days are guided by habits that bring you peace, happiness, and success. Remember, small changes lead to remarkable results. Good night and sweet dreams. take a deep breath in and slowly let it out. You are safe, warm, and completely at ease. This is your time, a quiet, peaceful moment just for you. Let go of any thoughts of the day, any concerns of tomorrow. Right now, the only thing that matters is rest, relaxation, and the gentle rhythm of your breath. The next sleep story will begin in about 90 seconds. Until then, allow yourself to settle even deeper into comfort. If you haven't already, now is a wonderful time to lower your volume to the softest level, just enough for the words to gently reach you, like a whisper on the breeze. The quieter the sound, the more effortlessly you'll drift into sleep. Close your eyes. Let your body sink into your bed, releasing any tension, any tightness. Feel your shoulders drop, your jaw relax, your hands grow soft. There is nothing to do, nothing to think about, nothing to hold on to. The world is calm, and so are you. Now, take another deep breath in, and as you exhale, imagine releasing any remaining tension. Each breath carries you further into peace, deeper into stillness. Picture gentle waves lapping at the shore, their rhythm steady and soothing, like your own breath. In and out, in and out. The ocean moves effortlessly, and so do you, flowing into a state of complete relaxation. Let your mind drift like a feather floating on a soft breeze. You are weightless, carried by the night, embraced by tranquility. Imagine a golden sunset stretching across the horizon, the sky painted in soft shades of orange, pink, and violet. The sun slowly descends, casting a warm glow over rolling hills, over a calm sea, over you. With every passing moment, the light dims and night gently settles in. Listen to the silence, the stillness, the quiet hum of sleep approaching. If your mind wanders, let it, like leaves floating down a slow-moving stream. No need to chase thoughts, no need to hold on. Just let them drift away, carried by the water, dissolving into the distance. Now, feel a cool mist of gentle rain brushing against your skin. The sound is soft, rhythmic, like a lullaby from nature. Tiny droplets land on the leaves above you, creating a soothing patter, a song of serenity, of rest. You are warm, tucked beneath a cozy blanket, listening to the rain fall outside. It washes away all tension, all effort. The night is peaceful, and so are you. As the moments pass, your breath deepens, your muscles loosen, and your thoughts grow lighter. There is no rush, no pressure. Sleep is coming as natural and effortless as the setting sun, as the rising moon, as the waves rolling to shore. Imagine standing beneath a night sky, looking up at endless stars. They twinkle softly, silently, their light traveling across time and space just to reach you. The universe is vast, eternal, and yet right now, you are exactly where you need to be. Completely still, completely safe, completely free. Let the night wrap around you like a warm embrace. Feel the softness of your pillow, the weight of the blankets cocooning you in comfort. The world is asleep, and soon you'll be too. The next sleep story will begin shortly. The words will flow effortlessly into your subconscious, gently settling into your mind like a soft whisper in the night. There is no need to listen intently. Just relax, breathe, and allow the story to drift into your dreams. It will stay with you, comforting and guiding you as you journey through restful slumber. With each passing moment, your body feels heavier, your mind lighter. You are floating now, weightless, serene, drifting into sleep, deeper, softer, slower. The story will begin soon, but you don't need to stay awake for it. Let go. Surrender to rest. Everything is as it should be. You are safe. You are calm. You are deeply, completely at peace.
Good night. Sweet dreams.
Sleep Book, Story 4, Inspired by the Art of Influencing Anyone by Neil Cassidy. Welcome back to Sleep Books, the channel where we transform the best self-development and business books into soothing, meaningful life lessons. Our goal is to gently guide you into deep relaxation, helping you unwind, let go of the day's stresses, and fall into a peaceful sleep. Tonight's story is inspired by The Art of Influencing Anyone by Neil Cassidy, a guide to understanding the subtle yet powerful techniques that allow you to connect with others and influence them positively. Before we begin, please post in the comments where you are in the world and what time it is. It's wonderful to see how these stories bring us together across time zones, creating a global community of listeners. And if you'd like to delve deeper, links to all the books we feature are in the description below. Don't forget to set your volume very low so the calm narration can gently guide you into restful sleep while allowing the ideas to settle in your subconscious. Let's move into the introduction. Influence with empathy, understanding, and subtlety. In The Art of Influencing Anyone, Neil Cassidy explores the timeless art of influence, teaching us how to connect with others on a deeper level and gently guide their decisions and perspectives. This isn't about manipulation. It's about building trust, understanding emotions, and creating meaningful connections that inspire collaboration and respect. Cassidy reveals that influencing others is not rooted in rational arguments, but in emotional connections. People are driven by what they want rather than what logically makes sense to them. Whether you're a salesperson aiming to increase conversions, or simply someone looking to strengthen personal relationships, this book offers valuable tools to enhance your ability to communicate effectively. As you listen, Let the principles of influence settle softly into your mind, like ripples on a quiet lake. Picture yourself cultivating relationships that feel harmonious and enriching. Close your eyes and allow the soothing rhythm of this story to carry you toward a serene and restful night. Chapter 1: Understanding Influence. True influence begins with empathy and connection. Imagine walking along a forest path, surrounded by towering trees and the gentle sound of rustling leaves. As you move, you notice how the forest itself feels alive, responsive to your presence. Influence works much the same way. When you approach others with empathy and understanding, you create a space where connection can flourish. Cassidy explains that the foundation of influence is understanding the needs and emotions of others. Logical arguments often fall short because people are more likely to respond to what aligns with their desires than what makes the most sense. For example, someone's enthusiasm and energy can often be more persuasive than a carefully crafted argument. Picture yourself in a conversation where you're fully present, your attention like a soft beam of light focused on the other person. Imagine the warmth and trust this creates, paving the way for meaningful influence. This understanding, combined with a sense of warmth and sincerity, builds an unshakable foundation for influence. Let this image bring you a sense of calm and clarity as you drift deeper into relaxation. Chapter 2: Building Trust. Trust is the cornerstone of influence. Picture a still pond, its surface smooth and reflective. Trust is like this pond, a foundation of calm that allows influence to flow naturally. Cassidy emphasizes that trust isn't built overnight. It grows through consistent actions, honesty, and reliability. To build trust, begin by aligning your words and actions. Speak with sincerity and follow through on your promises. Consistency, whether in small daily interactions or larger commitments, reinforces your credibility over time. Imagine yourself as a steady presence in the lives of others, someone who radiates reliability and care. Cassidy also highlights the importance of being approachable and warm. Trust is not only about reliability, but also about making others feel comfortable and valued. As you rest, think about the relationships in your life where trust already exists. Picture these connections growing stronger, like roots deepening in rich soil. Let this thought bring you comfort and a sense of peace as you continue to relax. Chapter 3: The Power of Listening. Listening is the gateway to understanding and influence. Imagine sitting by a crackling fire on a quiet evening, the warmth wrapping around you like a soft blanket. Listening, Cassidy explains, is like tending this fire. It requires patience, attention, and care. When you truly listen to someone, you make them feel seen and valued, which is the first step toward influence. Cassidy highlights the importance of active listening, focusing fully on the speaker without judgment or interruption. Active listening involves not just hearing words, but also interpreting the emotions and intentions behind them. Imagine yourself in a conversation where you listen not just to words, but to the subtle tones and expressions that accompany them. Picture the speaker's face lighting up as they feel truly understood. Let the idea of deep listening bring a sense of connection and calm to your mind. Listening transforms conversations into opportunities for trust and collaboration. As you drift closer to sleep, imagine yourself becoming a better listener, creating bonds that feel warm and enriching. Chapter 4: Emotional Intelligence. Understanding emotions is key to influencing others. Picture a gentle stream flowing through a peaceful valley, its waters clear and reflective. Emotional intelligence, Cassidy explains, is like this stream, a steady flow of awareness that allows you to navigate the emotions of others with grace. Emotional intelligence involves recognizing both your own emotions and those of others. It's about staying calm in challenging situations and responding with empathy and understanding. Cassidy emphasizes that emotional intelligence enhances your ability to anticipate how others will react, allowing you to tailor your communication to their emotional state. Imagine yourself as this steady stream, responding thoughtfully to the world around you. Picture moments where your calm presence helps others feel safe and understood. As you rest, let the idea of emotional intelligence settle in your mind, like a soft breeze passing through. Imagine the peace that comes from understanding and accepting emotions, both your own and others. Chapter 5: The Art of Persuasion. Persuasion is about alignment, not force. Imagine standing at the edge of a serene lake, skipping smooth stones across its surface. Each stone creates ripples that spread effortlessly, just as persuasion works when it's done with care and alignment. Cassidy explains that effective persuasion isn't about pushing. It's about aligning your message with the values and desires of the other person. To persuade effectively, focus on shared goals and mutual benefits. Cassidy suggests starting conversations with a surprising or intriguing statement to ignite curiosity. Picture a conversation where you and the other person find common ground, like two paths converging into one. Let this image fill you with a sense of harmony and connection. As you breathe deeply, imagine persuasion as a gentle art, one that brings people together rather than pulling them apart. Let this thought bring you closer to a state of peace and relaxation. Chapter 6: Influence in Everyday Life. Small actions can create meaningful change. Think of a candle softly lighting a dark room, its glow spreading warmth and comfort. Influence in everyday life works in a similar way. Small, thoughtful actions can brighten someone's day and leave a lasting impact. Cassidy encourages us to see influence not as a grand gesture, but as a series of small moments, a kind word, a helping hand, or a smile. Imagine yourself as this candle, bringing light to those around you in quiet, unassuming ways. Even a simple acknowledgement or gesture of kindness can leave a profound impression. As you relax further, let the image of this glowing candle remind you of the power of small acts of kindness. These moments of influence ripple outward, creating a brighter world for everyone. Chapter 7: The Balance of Influence. Respect and authenticity ensure lasting influence. Picture a scale, perfectly balanced, gently swaying in the breeze. Cassidy reminds us that influence should always be balanced with respect and authenticity. True influence uplifts others, honoring their autonomy and individuality. Imagine yourself as a guide rather than a force, offering support and encouragement while respecting the choices of others. Influence that respects boundaries is not only more ethical, but also more effective. Picture the balance and harmony this creates in your relationships. As you drift towards sleep, let the idea of balanced influence fill your mind with a sense of ease and integrity. Rest in the knowledge that authentic, respectful influence is a gift to those around you. Conclusion: the lessons of the art of influencing anyone remind us that influence is not about control, but about connection, trust, and authenticity. As you drift into a peaceful sleep, let these ideas settle gently in your mind. Picture yourself as a calming presence, building connections that feel natural and harmonious. Remember, the art of influence begins with kindness and ends with trust. Good night and sweet dreams.